Hey guys, happy Friday. Friday is here, thank God. And I do have an editorial for you out of Michigan. If you've ever loved an editorial that I've done, you're going to love this one. Oh, you're going to love it. Oh my God. This is the one of the month right here. I don't think I can top this one, but I'm going to try. Later this month, of course. But you're going to love this one, guys. Coming out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thank you to MLive.com. MLive, thank you for this editorial, where a police officer of the year takes ownership for his role in a 2016 cover-up. You can't change the past. You can only control what you do moving forward, says Thomas Warwick, a 14-year Grand Rapids police officer who is still attempting to rebuild the community's trust he damaged more than 3 years ago when he played a part in a police cover-up. Warwick, 39, was one of 3 officers who neglected their duty to properly investigate a November 2016 wrong-way crash that involved a then assistant prosecutor who showed signs of intoxication when police arrived on the scene. No breathalyzer test was administered to the attorney, Josh Cooper, despite another officer describing him as hammered, and despite a man being injured in the crash. Warwick then drove him home. That's Cooper, of course. The incident led to the discovery of a police department phone line that was believed by officers to be unrecorded. The line recorded conversations between officers that night in which then Lieutenant Matthew Janeski coached Officer Adam Ikes and Warwick, who was a police sergeant, on how to avoid giving a breath test for alcohol. The officers were recommended for termination, but Warwick reached a settlement with the city, of course he did, that involved him being demoted and serving a month unpaid suspension. Ikes remained an officer as well, but Janeski, the lieutenant, was fired. Today, even as he's being recognized as the department's 2019 Officer of the Year, Warwick is reminded of his missteps and the second chance he was given. He says, quote, "I take ownership for it. I apologize for my role in it. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. But I think it drives me in a positive way. It helped me become who I am now and realize how fragile and momentous a mistake can be." Warwick understands that not everyone in the community has forgiven him for his actions. He doesn't blame them. He knows his actions left some community members skeptical of the police department or law enforcement in general. That might be the most painful part. I'm going to go over that at the end of this here editorial. I'm going to skip down through here. Talks a little bit about him, his career, his father. But we get down here where it says, former Grand Rapids Police Chief David Rahinsky said he believed the officers should be terminated for their actions. While he stood by that later, he also noted Warwick's reputation was sterling prior to the incident and said he was impressed by the quality of the officer's work after he served his suspension. Rahinsky said in an interview with MLive prior to his December 2018 retirement, "I see him out in the community. I see him engaging with people. I see where his heart is. And I recognize that the city ultimately made a decision that serves only the department well, but the city well." I'm going to stop right there. That was a great place to stop right there. There's more if you want to go read this. I will put a link to this story in the description box below. There's a lot more to it. In fact, I put 3, I believe, links down below. This one here, and then 2 that talk about the actual incident with the attorney that night and what happened. And I'm going to go over that real quick here. But that was a good place to stop, where this former Chief Rahinsky said the city ultimately made a decision that serves not only the department well. Yeah, they were looking out for the police department and the city. They weren't looking out for the people. And this Officer Warwick, who said, "Well, I live with this every day." Let me tell you something, jerk off. And I'm sorry for being crude. I know, I believe in second chances. I believe in forgiveness. I believe in letting the past go and moving on. But in this case, since you're still a police officer, that can't happen. Not until you get terminated. You broke the law. You helped this assistant prosecutor get home without being charged with DUI, a felony DUI at that. Here's what happened. He went head on with a parked PT Cruiser, injuring Daniel Epsom. I think I got his name right. His shoulder, they said, and the article for that is in one of those links that I put in the description box, talk about that very injury where Daniel Epsom said his shoulder injury from that incident that night still hurts him today. Oh, yeah, it's going to hurt for the rest of your life. Shoulder injuries, both my shoulders. I got a torn rotator here. I fell on, I got pushed on this one and tore something in there. And to this day, I can't do push-ups without it hurting for the next 6 hours. Screaming, pain, throbbing, shooting up and down my shoulder, all the way down to my elbow. Every day I live with that pain. I can't imagine what this Daniel Epsom guy's going through. Every day he lives with shoulder pain. He can't reach. Sometimes he can't sleep a certain way. He has to roll over. How do you know? Because I live with that same pain, shoulder pain. It's no joke. You hurt your shoulder, the only fix, I believe, is surgery. And even then, I don't know if that helps because I haven't had surgery on my shoulders yet. But sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night in screaming pain. If I use this shoulder too much to reach or do stuff with, it starts screaming. I have to take Tylenol and I have to hold my arm down or along my side. I can't even use this arm that much. That guy, Daniel Epsom, the victim, lives with that pain every day. While this prosecutor, if you go read one of the articles below, he was never charged with anything. In fact, his attorney, I accidentally deleted. I had 4 links below, and I deleted one of them by accident. I hope it's not the one I'm talking about right now. But Joshua Cooper, his defense attorney, said that this Daniel Epsom was exaggerating his injuries. Oh, no, he wasn't. Shoulder injury is no friggin' joke, you jackass. Defending a criminal former assistant prosecutor. Defending him and saying, oh, but this poor guy, he's being victimized by this guy over here exaggerating his shoulder injury. No, he went head on with the guy's parked car and injured him because he was drunk, allegedly. But one of the cops were quoted as saying he's hammered. The lieutenant told them, here's how you get out of doing a breathalyzer test. Coached them on how to get this guy home so their assistant prosecutor wouldn't get charged with DUI, felony DUI, with injury. And what pisses me off is now this is the cop of the year of 2019. The cop of the year broke the law, committed crimes, got suspended, and came back as cop of the year with a big S on his chest. Din 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 din. S for shithead. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. This guy broke the law, broke policy, violated how many policies and laws in Michigan. And in 2019, not less than 5 years later, he's cop of the year. Woo-hoo, he walks on water. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers. I'm watching every one of you. I'm sorry, Officer Warwick, but I'm not giving you a pass. Not until you get fired. I don't care if you're Officer of the Year. That Daniel Epsom guy, you think he's applauding you as Officer of the Year? He can't even hardly move his shoulders sometimes. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And happy Valentine's Day. To all of my viewers, I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. Take your Valentine out somewhere. Thank you.